Hello everyone, welcome to TGBtoys channel. Today I will be unboxing a Dragon Ball SHF figure released in February this year, Vegeta's older style battle clothes. Let's start with the box. The front has a transparent window along with a close-up image of the figure. Near the bottom, you can see that this version is made in Vietnam. The Asian version uses a silver background purple cat sticker. Now, let's go through the other sides one by one. The back showcases a collection of official images. Inside the box, the contents include a plastic tray and an instruction sheet. The center of the tray holds the main figure. On the left side, there are interchangeable faceplates. On the right side, there are interchangeable hands, battle-damaged armor, and an extra pair of arms. Starting with the faceplates, there are a total of 5 expressions: a serious face, a shouting face, a sweating face, a sleeping face, and a crying face. The new design of the faceplates is a major highlight of this figure. Let's take a look at each faceplate from different angles. The new generation of faceplates has been moving toward the style of Akira Toriyama's original artwork. Both the accuracy and expressiveness have improved significantly. I really like the serious face. It truly captures the essence of the prince. The shouting face seems to look better from the side than from the front. The sweating, teeth-gritting face has a lot of details, such as bulging veins, sweat, and dark circles under the eyes. This really showcases Bandai's current level of craftsmanship. I also really like the closed-eye sleeping face. Paired with the crossed arm part, it gives off a great vibe. The crying face also has a lot of detail, capturing the moment when tears well up in his eyes. Very expressive. As for the hand parts, there's a pair of clenched fists, a pair of open hands, a pair of energy blast hands, and a pair of knife hand strike hands. The interchangeable armor is another major highlight of this figure. It allows you to recreate not just the normal version, but also the battle-damaged look after being injured by Krillin. The replacement armor consists of 4 pieces, which swap out the front chest, abdomen, and the upper and lower back sections of the original armor. Let me demonstrate the replacement process. You just need to lightly snap off the armor piece to remove it. The parts fit together very well, so the swapping process is very smooth. During handling, switching between the 2 styles is not troublesome at all, which is a really nice design. The battle damage details include cracks, torn bodysuit fabric, and muscle texture, making it feel like you're getting 2 figures in one. Additionally, the armor is designed to be removable, which allows the entire arm to be swapped out from the shoulder. Let me explain. Compared to the previous design, where the arms were usually replaced at the upper arm, this figure's arms can be pulled off directly from the shoulder, which is very easy to remove. However, when installing them, the shoulder piece tends to get pushed into the body, so if the armor couldn't be removed, it would be a real problem. Now, let me demonstrate assembling the crossed arm pose. You need to take off the armor first before attaching the crossed arm piece. Once it's locked into place, you can then reattach the front and back armor. As you can see, the crossed arm part can split down the middle, making it easier to assemble. This assembly method can cause white scratches on the shoulders. If you're concerned about that, be extra careful while putting it together. Also, the shoulder parts tend to pop off easily, which can create noticeable gaps in the joints. If you want a clean look, you'll need to adjust them carefully, which can be a bit tedious. The crossed arm pose allows you to recreate Vegeta's classic sleeping scene. Now that we've gone through all the accessories, let's go back to the main figure. My first impression upon receiving it was that the actual proportions looked much better than in the official images. From the promo pictures, I got the impression that the upper chest and shoulders were too broad. But in hand, it looks very natural. Even though it still uses the second-generation body design, I'm not sure if the improved faceplates are playing a role, but the figure definitely feels like a step up in accuracy. As for mold lines, the overall finishing is decent. They are more noticeable on the inner sides of the arms, while the legs look relatively clean. Since the mold lines are mostly in darker colored areas, they aren't too obvious. There are no obvious mold lines on the head either, though there are some lines on the back, which I'm not sure if they're scratches or part of the molding. The overall joint tightness is just right. The chest and abdomen joints feel a little looser compared to the rest, so after extended handling, this area might be more prone to issues. Now for articulation. The head tilts downward about 20 degrees. Upward tilt is limited to about 30 degrees, but this exposes a gap in the neck. Side tilt is around 30 degrees in both directions. The head can rotate freely. The arms can lift sideways beyond shoulder level. The transition to raising them fully is very smooth, but the shoulder armor prevents them from getting too close to the head. For the same reason, the arms can barely reach a parallel front-facing position. The upper arm can rotate 360 degrees. The elbow bends about 130 degrees. The figure can bow forward about 20 degrees. Backward movement is slightly better, but it exposes joint gaps. The chest and abdomen can rotate slightly. The waist can rotate fully. Kicking forward reaches 90 degrees. Backward movement also reaches 90 degrees. The leg spread maxes out at a right angle. The thigh swivel joint can rotate 360 degrees. The knee bends beyond 130 degrees. The ankle joint carries over the flaws of the second-generation body. Both ground contact stability and articulation range are poor. The toe hinge lifts up about 30 degrees. The serial stamp is printed on the sole of the left foot. After experiencing the SHF Vegeta older style battle clothes, I must say I really like it. I'm glad I didn't skip it. I might even say it's one of my favorite SHF Vegeta figures so far. In terms of accuracy, it's at a very high level, especially with its signature expressions and the ability to swap between normal and battle-damaged armor. However, due to the limitations of the second-generation armored body, even though the joints are nicely firm, the articulation range is still quite restricted. Also, there are signs of wrist joint cracking, so be extra careful when swapping hands. Lastly, the arm replacement system still isn't perfect. Overall, I personally think the strengths outweigh the weaknesses. For any Vegeta fan, this is a figure not to be missed. Okay, that wraps up this review. Thanks for watching. See you next time.